This is DJ Wolf Live. You know, I recently had my taxes done, right? And this is the second year in a row in a few years I've actually owed taxes. I'm gonna tell you, one thing I notice when it comes to us as African Americans, it seems like the better you do, or the better you try to do, the worse they try to make it for you. You know, seriously. The coronavirus is part of that. You know, now it's the president, which I don't get, doesn't even take it seriously, but his vice president does. You know, he doesn't go out to try to meet the people who are trying to fight the disease. He's just talking junk, and he go hang out. You know, his vice president seems to be doing all the work, and I'm not a fan of either one of these guys. Trust me. Pence is no better than Trump, but at least he is trying to make an effort to get something done about it. You know, and I was thinking also about these taxes, man. It's like every time we get a Republican president in office, my taxes go up. They go way up. And I noticed that. They go way, way, way up. And it's just getting ridiculous. They don't want you making no money. You know. And where does my taxes go? Apparently it's not going to fight the coronavirus because nobody knows how to fight it. You know, it's ridiculous. I tell you, man, it's right now. Like I said on another podcast, I ain't thinking about no dang on election right now. I'm thinking about getting one thing and one thing done: finding a cure for this coronavirus. This coronavirus is serious. This coronavirus is taking people out my age and older right now, and it's scary. It almost reminds me of, remember, I don't know if some of you, I know some of you old heads might remember, there was, what some of you young heads probably don't, this was a movie, and eventually a television series called Logan's Run. It came out in the mid-70s, early 70s. It was a really good movie, where you turn a certain age, and then all of a sudden you become extinct. This is kind of remind me of that a little bit. I mean, on the offshoot side of the thing. And it's weird. And I don't know. It's just, but the character himself was trying to run and stay alive because once he turned 30, I think these people were getting knocked off. I don't remember specifically why, but it was weird. But it was a good movie. And the series wasn't bad either. I used to watch it. But, this is kind of reminding me of that. And it's scary, man. No one has a solid cure for this disease. Matter of fact, there is no known cure for it right now at all. That's the scary part, you know. And it's like, wow, you know. Are they trying to find a cure? Is there a cure? You know. Are they holding back to wait till enough people, you know, succumb to this deadly disease to try to get one? I don't know. You know, it's weird because I was in church, and I talked about this in another podcast, but I was in church yesterday, and some people stood in mind, you know, doing the usual greeting where they hug and kiss and all that, shake hands, and you really have to really watch yourself, man. You know, you don't know who has it. My wife and I was at a funeral over the weekend, and a woman was talking about she worked with somebody who actually had it. I'm like, excuse my French, what the fuck was you doing here for? You know, if you knew somebody had, you was in their office, well, why you bring it here? You know, seriously. It was weird, you know. And I didn't even turn around and look at her. I didn't even want you touching me at that point. You know, it's scaring up fears. in people's minds. There was a video, I saw it, where this black man had some air freshener, and it was an Asian guy who wanted to sit, down. And the brother said, "Don't sit next to me." He got paranoid, because the guy was Asian. And I'm thinking that's biased as hell. I think that was wrong. You want to just randomly tell this Asian guy that you want him sitting by you because you think he might give you coronavirus just because he's Asian and resides from China. That's how stupid you are, brother. The same one from our people who've been discriminated against all our lives just because we're black, and you going to discriminate against this Asian person because he's Asian. That's the dumbest thing ever, man. And I was really upset when I saw that, because it wasn't right. Just some random dude. He just oh man, stay away from me, man. Stay away from me. The guy didn't even touch you. He didn't bother you. He just wanted to sit down. It got to a point. It's hysteria now. But it's making people also take accountability of their personal hygiene as well. But that's not taking accountability of personal hygiene when you're busy worried about somebody sitting next to you and it's not even touching you. It's not even bothering you. That's just paranoid. That's being paranoid. Clearly. Now, Friday, actually, I was in the office and I shook somebody's hand. And the guy's hand, I swear, his hands were sweaty. And I was freaking out. And my colleague was like, hand sanitizer. The first thing he kept saying, it's like, dang, you know what? He right. Because that dude's hands was sweaty, clammy, man. I was like, oh, shit. And he might have had it. No wonder he had it. And I know he knew what was going on. Because I didn't know that. So I said, oh, shit. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's scaring me. It's really, really scary. Because people they don't know if they got regular flu or they got coronavirus. And this thing started back in December. I said it started around January time frame, was actually towards the end of December. And I heard them talking about it. And they were talking about how the severity of it was then. Because it's pretty much out of control right now. Especially when you can't figure out what the cure is. They know what they say is a known cause. Talking about from and they try to pinpoint to one restaurant or Chinatown section somewhere where was someplace in China where they were serving contaminated batches that were contaminated. I'm like, I mean, batch contaminated? Bats are just nasty anyway. They're rats. And I'm like, these guys been eating that stuff for forever, and all of a sudden now it's contaminating people. Not to say that it wasn't nasty. I'm just saying that now you come up with this excuse is the reason why it caused all that. Nah, this is something, I still say it's something that's, there's a lot more to it than we know right now. There's way more to it. There's way more to what they're saying. Yeah. It's way more than what it is. It's way, way more than what they're saying it is. I got a bad feeling about that. I don't know why, but I've been saying that for the last week or two. Because the way it's spreading. And then they're claiming that the level of the cases have dropped in China. So it fell off. It went to a plateau. It stopped. I heard that about a week ago. They stopped. They haven't said anything else about it in the media after that. But yet it's increasing everywhere else. But it's scary. I don't really know what this government is doing right now about this. And what are they really doing? Are they saying they're doing something about it, or are they just talking junk? Are we really involved in trying to make a result, come up with a solution, or are we just talking? Right now, the only thing I'm hearing people doing is quarantine. That's all I'm hearing. Quarantine. How about trying to come up with a serum? What do they call it? Not serum. A solution to fix the problem. Right now, I'm not seeing it. What are y'all doing this morning, man? These people try like they don't know what the hell they doing out here. I swear. Literally like they don't know what they're doing. Man, I hate driving around DC. DC got the worst drivers in the planet. I swear they do. DC, DC has the worst drivers, man. You drive like they're like first graders sometimes. I'm not kidding. Driving halfway across the line and all kinds of goofy stuff. It's just stupid. But it is scary. This is a scary world we live in anymore, man. Guys. I mean, these people just drive. It ain't just about the drive, but I'm just saying it just in general. It's like every few years something going on, man. And that's what scares me. As I get older, I get more cautious about the things that's going on and surrounding me, man. It is. It's just, I'm literally every day, like even when I'm drive around, no matter where I go, I'm looking around, being cautious about my surroundings at all times now. I'm more cautious now than I've ever been in all my years. I'm extremely cautious about things because you don't know how people are, man. People, you can't trust people like you used to. There was a time in our communities where you used to could trust people. I don't feel so secure about it anymore. You got these young people coming up here right now, and they're into all kind of stuff, man. And it's not that I don't want to trust them, but just some I just don't. I had some guys move right next door to me recently, man. It's like I don't know exactly how many people live over there, but I don't know what the story is with that. I thought it was gonna be like a family, but no. I don't know who they are. I don't even know if they're related, But I don't know if they're different, I know one day I was sitting out there with my dog and let my dog out, and next thing I know, I see 4 guys come up their driveway, looking around, looking all stupid. They ain't say a word. I'm looking at my dog. They ain't say nothing to me. So I'm like, black people don't even, we don't speak to each other. We don't communicate like we should, man. Not even the neighbors. They just looking all funny and stuff. I had one woman, man, lived across the street from me. I think her and her mother, they looking all stupid. It's just weird, man. We got to a point now, we got to a point now we done got so bourgeois that we're like that to each other on a regular. And it shouldn't be like that. With all this mess going around, diseases and everything else that's happening in your neighborhoods, you would think this is the one time you would want to come together, man. The one time. But people aren't like that. We got to a point, even our own communities, we don't trust each other anymore because it got so bad. It's gotten that bad. It really has, to be honest. It really has. It's just so much jealousy and hate. People hating on you just because. I told my old lady, I said, I know some people who generally, at where I tend to, worship at. I know some people over there that's jealous of us. I know this. This is what I know. And I know some people are jealous of me and my old lady because I'm with her, or some might be jealous of her because she with me. It's just weird. But I know there's a couple of them that are. I do know that, and I can see that. I can tell that just by the way they act around me. It's just the weirdest shit, man. And I found out a couple of people over there are kind of funny like that. A number of other people knows the same thing. And I just found that out recently. I said, wow, I didn't know you knew that. I thought it was just me. 2 or 3 people. I was like, wow. I didn't know you felt that way about that. But I said, I look at him like that too. But they came out and said, well, yeah, so-and-so, man, he's funny. He got funny style. And they're like, yeah, you're right, they are. Some people said that's gossip. No, that's not gossip. It's a fact. They came out and told me the very thing I felt about the person for years. Good people, but he just, he just kind of, I guess he kind of like me in some ways. You don't trust everybody you meet. Not everybody your friends your kind. Not everybody your kind your friend. You know, that's real talk. It's really sad. It's got to be that point. You know, but it is unfortunate. You know, it used to be a time where people, you know, I mean, well, we all, I ain't gonna say all stick together, but a lot of us did. You know, regardless, you know, you wanted to root for the home team. We don't do that anymore. You know, we really don't. Now, women root for women and men root for, you know, some men root for women, you know. In other words, our own women, not all, but our own women are about the game about women empowerment when the women who you think try and be empowered with you don't give a fuck about you. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, where some of the black women think white women and them all have solidarity together, and you really don't. You know, it's just a double standard. They don't even know that. You know, divide and conquer relationships. It's been like that for a number of years. You know, I find that out in some parts of my own family, not my immediate family, but my family that, you know, that some family members I know like that. You know, and you could tell. It was like, wow, that's just ridiculous. Nevertheless, man, what's that old saying goes? United we stand, divided we fall. That's what it comes down to. This is DJ Wolf, and my podcast is DJ Wolf Live. I can be found on YouTube under For All to Hear TV at YouTube. I'm also have a Twitter page where I actually upload information, news feeds, as well as access to my podcast and YouTube videos, which is DJ Wolf on Twitter at For All to Hear. And you can also reach me on, or you can also listen to my podcast directly on Spreaker.com/DJ Wolf. And also, if you want to debate me or have any other comments, besides leaving the comments on For All to Hear TV channel on YouTube, you can write me an email, djwolflive@aol.com. That's djwolflive@aol.com. Alright guys, this is DJ Wolf. I got more to say on the back burner about this and other stuff.